Okay, how many people like tools? Yeah, we all like tools. I was out, I had to do some shopping the other day, and I picked up a few things to replace some broken tools that I had, and I picked up a couple new things. So let's have a quick look at what I picked up. So the first thing I picked up were these little mini angle squares. And the purpose of these, of course, is for doing small things. Now, I do a lot of picture frames, and I do a lot of boxes. And I thought, these might be okay for making boxes. And so, you know what? They were on sale. I think they were like $10 or $12 or something for a set of 4. And I thought, for that price, I'll even give them a try. So I've cut up some boxes or some sides here, and I thought, I wonder if we can, how long it'll actually take to use this if I just quickly throw a box together here and see if these things actually, I mean, they'll work, but are they going to save me any time or not? So we'll find out in very short order here. And well, and there you have it. A quick, easy little box or tray. And I really like these little L brackets. They help make good quality, speedy little boxes. The only thing I found is I don't really have the right clamps. So I need to go out and purchase a few of these little clamps that are better for this. And that will make my box making quicker and easier. I recently picked up a new paintbrush. This is my special brush for the few times that I use polyurethanes and varathanes. The reason I like this brush is it's a bevel cut, and you can see that the bottom of it is cut at an angle. The main purpose of that is to be able to get into cracks and crevices like that, but I really like it because when you take the brush, and you'll notice that this is a very wide brush, it's much larger than my old brush, which, by the way, not everybody in my family has the same reverence for paintbrushes, and this one didn't get cleaned properly, so now it's hard, but you can see how this one has lots of flex in it. It's a nice thick brush. That means that it loads up the material lower down. It's easier and more thorough cleaning. But what I like about it, because when I'm painting with it, it lays the product down and gives me a nice, smooth, even coating. And I really like the quality of this. The extra fine bristles are equal to the old natural bristles we used to be able to buy years ago, and they're almost impossible to find now. So getting a good paintbrush is hard. I'll put a link in the description on Woodwork Web. You'll be able to see where I picked that up. If you want to pick up something similar to that, you can check your local paint store and see if they have something like that too. I just opened up a new butane torch. The last one that I had quit on me a few months ago, and I keep meaning to replace it. I found this one on sale for around $12 or so, but you can get them anywhere. If you haven't used one of these, they're very simple to operate. They really only have 2 controls, a valve to open the butane here and a striker. When you take it out of the package, you turn it upside down. Of course, you need to purchase a tank of butane fuel, and you put the nozzle into the bottom of the butane torch and hold it down for 6 seconds, and that loads up the tank inside the torch. 6 seconds will give you about 2 hours of burn time. This one has a couple of controls. It has one for the adjusting the air intake, and of course the butane, the amount of butane. So you just turn the butane on and the striker is right there, and that's how quickly and easily they work. I use them around the workshop for so many things. Let me show you some of the things that I use these for. Now, sometimes when I'm doing a tool repair that needs some soldering and maybe there's a connector, I have a soldering iron, but you know what? These little torches are so much quicker. It's unbelievable that you can put that on there. There it is there. That's already soldered. That quick and easy to. I have to be careful if you're not familiar with soldering, but that's how that's that. Now it'll be hot, I can't touch that, but there's a quick, easy way of doing some repairs in your shop, and that's some braided wire on a connector. So if you've got copper plumbing and you develop a leak or need to do some very small amount of work, this actually does work, and I just verified that because that's the solder you can see in the very end there that I did with this torch. So it does work on copper. I use rope for all sorts of things in the workshop and for hauling lumber. And when you cut many of these new ropes, if you don't burn the ends of them, they fray and unwind. And one of these little torches is quick and easy for burning the end, and that will not undo or unravel now. Very often these very hard to remove labels need a tiny bit of heat in order to peel them off, especially on wood. I hate to see labels on wood, especially when they're hard to get off. This little torch, if you turn it on very, very low, you don't want to scorch the wood, and you can use that to heat up the labels just enough to peel them off free and easy. Well, that concludes my video for today. Just some of the tools that I picked up recently that I thought some of you might be interested in getting some of the detail on and understanding why I pick some things over another. Quite some time ago, I think a couple of years ago or so, I've done a couple of videos on making rabbeted boxes, and you can actually do those on the table saw, and you can do them on the router as well. And that video will show up there for anybody who's making boxes. It might be something you want to look at. It's another quick, easy way of making boxes and being able to glue them up. And if you've got a pinner, you can speed it up using that as well. I'm Colin Cadet for Woodwork Web. Thanks for watching.